Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Kellen here again with Droid Life. So another new watch in the building, Misfit Vapor X. It's apparently Wear OS Watch Month. We just got done talking about the Fossil Gen 5, and now we got this guy in house. There's lots to go over here, though. Brand new watch, priced cheaper than the Fossil Gen 5, but a couple of specs that have us slightly worried. So we certainly want to dive in, test this thing, and let you guys know what we think. But before we get to that, we gotta unbox it, do a first look, and just kind of give you an overview. So here we go. Misfit Vapor X. All right, so what is the Misfit Vapor X and who is Misfit? Well, Misfit, for those who don't know, is a fitness brand who started out making fitness trackers. I think maybe they were crowdsourced, but they used to make these little things that look like a coin. It was just a round circle, looked like a coin, and it tracked your fitness. And then they grew and grew and grew and started making other products. And this is actually their third Wear OS watch. They had the Vapor, which is actually delayed for a while before it finally came out. And then they had the Vapor 2, which I believe was last year or the year before. So now we've got the Vapor X. Now, Fossil actually owns Misfit now, so it's not actually that surprising that following the launch of this guy, the Fossil Gen 5, that we now have another watch. We're actually expecting a whole bunch of new Wear OS watches very soon under the Fossil brand. Well, this is the first outside of that Gen 5. So this is Misfit, again, fitness wearable company, but Fossil does own them, and they've started to put out quite a bit of stuff now that relates to our Wear OS world. So anyway, third watch packaging. If you guys remember the Fossil Gen 5 box, it's actually almost identical in size, but obviously a little bit different in terms of design. See some specs there: heart rate, pay-as-you-go, so it does have NFC, standalone GPS, swim-proof, phone-free music. Misfit Vapor X, and then on the back we usually don't get that much. So let's struggle with this. The Fossil. Let's see if I can get this thing out. Oh, this one's actually much easier to open. All right, so toss this open. Yep, I mean the packaging really is basically identical. So this is your charging. Oh wow, this is my first Vapor watch in house, but this charger is exactly the same as the Fossil charger. So if that looks familiar, that would be why. This side there is nothing, and then we just pull this apart to get the watch out. And we'll take one look inside the box for more, and that is just a guide on how to use your watch, but that's pretty easy to do. Let's move this stuff out of the way. All that stuff cleaned up. Here is the actual watch. So again, Misfit Vapor X. Let me see if I can get some of these stickers off of here. Oh, they're not going to make it easy on me. Oh, I had a nail under it. There we go. Nope. There we go. Sticker there, and there's also a sticker underneath. So let's talk specs. So the big deal here is Snapdragon Wear 3100. So that's the newest Qualcomm Snapdragon processor. They replaced the 2100, and it's the one everyone should be using at this point. The Fossil Gen 5 has it, but before that, the Fossil Sport had it, and the the Mont Blanc Summit 2 had it. So these two watches right here, these were the first with it. Then we got Gen 5 with it. There's also a Louis Vuitton watch that has it, but look, no one's buying that thing. It's $3,000 or something. So this is the newest. So Snapdragon Wear 3100, 1.1 inch full round AMOLED display there, 512 megabytes of RAM, 4 gig storage, NFC, GPS, heart rate sensor, which Misfit is calling a leading heart rate sensor. I'm not sure how it differs from, say, the one in here, but we can try to test it. It has rapid charging, just like the Gen 5 does. 30 meter water resistant. 2 pushers here on the case, along with this rotating crown that is also a button. And then you have 20 millimeter straps that are easily swappable, and it comes with this black silicone strap. At least this version does. There are a number of colors. There's a silver case, there is a rose gold, and also a champagne case, I believe. They're all the same in this 42 millimeter case, so really nice size. In fact, with all these other watches around and this on wrist, this one kind of feels small in hand already, but again, 20 millimeters here, and that's sort of it for specs. Gonna fire it up here, and then we'll start talking some more stuff. All right, so we're booted up past all of everything. I'm connected to the phone, went through and checked to make sure if there was any updates, and well, there was no updates. I mean, there was updates to some apps, but no system updates. So if you guys watched the Fossil Gen 5 video I did, I mentioned there was this really big system update that came through, and it added in some of the bloatware like Spotify and Cardiogram and some of those apps, and it basically got me on the latest version of whatever Wear OS is, and it included all those new battery modes, I believe, and things like that. So this watch no update yet. And it also didn't sideload Cardiogram and Spotify, which it's supposed to. So I kind of think there maybe is supposed to be an update, but we haven't gotten it yet. Maybe the watch is just too new and they haven't pushed it. So just quickly, another little tour here. The case is aluminum. I didn't mention that earlier, but the case is aluminum up top. And then, of course, you have your heart rate monitor, which they say is class leading once again. But, you know, to be honest, I think it's probably the exact same one as is in the Gen 5. There are your quick switch pins there for your straps. So 20 millimeter straps, you can easily get those on and off. The two pushers are also metal, although the rotating crown I do not believe is metal, though it feels pretty good. Punching all these buttons feels pretty good as well. And you can customize these shortcuts to open apps and things like that. I will point out that compared to the Fossil Gen 5, this rotating crown is not quite as sensitive. I know in that video, if you watched it and I was doing this slow rotation, it just has like this extra bit of resistance and sensitivity that feels really great. This one works well as well. I'm not saying it doesn't. It's just that one just feels slightly more impressive. So yeah, if we jump up in here, you'll notice there are, there's just one battery saver mode and that's all you get. So you don't have all of those Fossil battery saver modes, the 4 different ones with custom and extended and time only and stuff like that. All you have is one battery saver, which is sort of the standard. This watch sort of reminds me a little bit like the Fossil Sport, if I'm being honest. It's got the lesser amount of RAM, the 512 megabytes, 4 gig storage, and it doesn't have all those new advanced features that we saw in Gen 5 yet. That said, very light. I can't wait to get it on wrist, which we'll do here in just a second, and start comparing this to some of these other watches. Since I mentioned the Fossil Sport, here it is next to that. So Fossil Sport, 43 millimeter case. I believe there's also a slightly smaller, maybe 41 millimeter, but this is the 43. And then you can see here, this is a 42 millimeter case. So really good size on this Misfit Vapor X. And if we flip over, you can see the back. So again, it says class leading heart rate monitor, but if you're looking there, it looks quite similar to what is in the Fossil Sport. Now, this watch is the Mont Blanc Summit 2, $1,000 watch with a 42 millimeter case. So similar case size, all metal here, whereas this is aluminum up top and underneath they each have heart rate monitors. Similar size obviously, but this one has some weight to it. It feels like an expensive watch. This feels more like a sort of a workout sport watch, very similar in weight to the Fossil Sport. I'll give you a look at the back sides as well. So heart rate monitors. One thing I pointed out earlier was the charger for this watch and how it's the exact same as the one for the Fossil Sport. So Fossil Sport and Gen 5. So it's got these 2 silver rings that go around the back there. And what's great about it is the little pins on this charger, you basically just slap that on and you can rotate this in any direction and it will charge your watch. So these chargers are some of the best I've seen on Wear OS. So anyway, and then finally, let's do this comparison here. So this is the Fossil Gen 5, 44 millimeter case and all metal all around. So it's slightly bigger, definitely a little more weight to this guy versus this guy. But that's one of the things Misfit is pushing here is that this is one of the lighter Wear OS watches. It's certainly their lightest, at least they're calling it. And then if we flip over here, there is the back, similar charging setup as well. 3 pushers. The big differences here I mentioned earlier are you have a full gig of RAM in the Gen 5 versus that 512 megabytes in this. And look, I've only had the watch on wrist for a short period of time, but that does worry me a little bit. In Wear OS, because the processor, that Snapdragon Wear 3100 is not great and it's very old in terms of technology, the extra bit of RAM has really helped. So the Mont Blanc Summit 2 and this guy, the Fossil Gen 5, run really well with that full gig. If you drop below that, which this only has 512, well, I'm just worried it might have some hiccups. Before we get on wrist, though, I did want to mention that this watch is on sale to start for $200, and then it's going to jump up to $279 once the initial promo period is over with. So if you want it now is the time to get it. So let's go ahead and throw it on wrist so you can see it there. Really nice size. 42 millimeters, just a great watch size. I think a lot of us were hoping that Gen 5 from Fossil would be the exact same size. You can see the wake up there is a little bit slow. But so 42 millimeter, really nice. It's not the thinnest watch you'll ever see on your wrist, but also not the thickest. Really great. I can't actually wait. I'm looking forward to wearing it, taking it for runs, workouts, things like that. and really testing it out. So finally then, we're going to look at some watch faces. So like I did with the Gen 5, I wanted to show you some of these watch faces. So there are some ones that are specifically built here for Misfits wearables. So you've got this guy, which is kind of cool. There's not as many as you saw in the Gen 5, but I really like how clean some of these are. In particular, like these ones have a Google Fit little section on them. So if I swipe over this way, right, I can get to my Google Fit because it does have tiles, and you can see my progress for today. I haven't done much today. And if you look there at the bottom there, it's actually keeping up with my Google Fit data for the day. So kind of cool. So not a ton of watch faces here. You can see I can scroll through. It's not like the Gen 5, which had 30 or so. But some decent ones in here. That'll be nice. And I know people are already asking for these to be ported. So anyways, that's just a quick, long first look here at the Misfit Vapor X. Again, this is the newest Wear OS watch from Misfit. Right now you can buy it for $199. I've got a link below if you want to do that. Comes in a couple of colors available out of the gate. We have this black version, and I believe also either the champagne or the rosy gold are available. And then there's a silver version coming too. Various straps. This is the black rubber sport strap, but you can buy these for $20 a piece in a variety of colors from Misfit. Once this promotional period's over, again, jumps up to $280. The Gen 5 is $295, so $15 difference, and you get more RAM and storage in that guy. Would probably push you to that guy versus this guy, but I'll kind of leave that up to you. So comments, questions, let us know. We'll have a full review of the Misfit Vapor X before you know it. We're Droid Life. Peace.